I love university, but it's really stressful. And as a result, I lose a lot of sleep as being part of a university student. There's a lot of nights where I'm thinking about the quiz that I had that day, or a lab I have next day that's going to go really bad. And I have to really learn to have these moments at night where we can figure it out so I can survive the next day. Back in high school, I had to write an essay on a topic called signature strength. So signature strength is basically the idea that although they are universal strengths, each have a unique way of presenting them. And as I'm thinking about this topic, I start to freak out and I think, why does any of this matter? Like, why do we care about unique strengths? So at 1 a.m., I went into this rabbit hole of thought. I can assure you have all had this. I was like, why does life matter? Why does anything matter? And then all of a sudden, it hit me. Tangerines. That's the meaning of life. And I thought back to the lesson I had learned a while ago, and I don't remember what the lesson was about, but it involved a tangerine. So, first thing we know about tangerines is that they float in water. And floating is significant for human life because floating is surviving. On a deeper level, this is like the first part of the analogy. When we are in water, we realize that every action we do creates a reaction in others. Everything we do creates a ripple effect around us. And then at 2 in the morning, it just gets deeper because I was like, whoa. Because matter is neither created nor destroyed. It's simply transformed. So when I eat a tangerine, it literally becomes part of my body. Then we went to level 2 of the analogy. We started thinking uniqueness because there's not a single tangerine that is identical to another. Even a human being is not identical to another human being. Even twins are vastly different. We share 99% of our DNA to the people next to us, but in that 1%, we are entirely unique. You and no other human being can create the exact ripple effects that can be created by me. And then I started thinking about human life and how we lump things together. We stereotype. I should realize that individual differences between all of us is what makes us unique as human beings. It's what makes tangerines unique as well. So, do we pay attention to not only to the uniqueness of ourselves, but also to the uniqueness of those around us? And then it got to level 3. Because if we do this enough, if we peel away the layers that make us unique, so what's interesting about a tangerine is that as it loses its layers, it starts to sink. And you think how often as an individual, lump people together, and I don't identify their uniqueness, and for that, they just sink into the background of my world. For some of us students, if we don't recognize what makes us unique, we lose sight of what we're doing daily and question our lives, mostly because we have lost sight of what makes us unique. So, we should approach our own uniqueness in our own lives and recognize, although we are very common beings, there will never be another person in this world like me. We must recognize not just us, but moments. And even look at flowers. Those flowers don't last forever. You will never get this time back again. You will never hear me talk exactly the same way like this again. Every single day, we have an opportunity to make a ripple effect, to make small actions that create reactions of good in this world. And no human being can create those reactions as we create them.